Hello children. So till now we have learnt about 2 or 3 South Indian dynasties. In this video we are going to learn about the remaining South Indian dynasties. The first one we are going to learn is about Pallavas. Pallava dynasty is one of the famous dynasties of South India which ruled from 3rd century. So founder of the dynasty was Simhavarma. Capital was Kanchi, which is there in Tamil Nadu. Then the famous kings were Mahendra Varma and Narasimha Varman. So this year we are going to learn about Narasimha Varman. Narasimha Varman had the title of Mahamalla. He had invaded Chalukyas and defeated Immadi Pulkeshi, that is Pulkeshi II of Badami. To mark this event, he assumed the title as Vatapi Konda, because Badami was also called as Vatapi. That's why he assumed the title. He got the title Vatapi Konda. Not only that, he developed a beautiful port town also at Mahabalipuram, which is also called as Mahamallapuram. The contributions of Pallavas in the field of sculpture is very precious. There are 7 stone chariots of Narasimha Varman's period at Mahabalipuram. Mahabalipuram is also famous for the shore temples. In Mahabalipuram, there is also an embossed sculpture called Gangavatara, which shows Bhagirath bringing the river Ganga to the earth after the penance. This is a famous embossed sculpture. Pallavas built very big temples. One of them is the Lord Shiva temple, which was built on the beach of Mahabalipuram. Then there are other 2 more temples of Pallavas, Kailasanatha temple and Vaikunta Perumal temple of Kanchi. So this is about Pallavas. The next dynasty which we are going to learn is Cholas. The next important dynasty that ruled South India was the Cholas. The founder of this dynasty was Vijayala. He founded the Chola dynasty in 8th century by defeating Pallavas. Then Cholas ruled South India for almost 4 centuries as supreme political rulers. Their capital city was Tanjore of Tamil Nadu. Then important kings. Famous kings were Rajaraja Chola and Rajendra Chola. Rajaraja Chola. He was a brave and efficient administrator. His empire included all those areas towards the south of river Tungabhadra. Sri Lanka and Maldives islands also belonged to Rajaraja Chola. Then he had a powerful land army as well as a good navy. Brihadishwara temple, one of the biggest temples of India, is a contribution of Rajaraja Chola. Another important king to be noted in the Chola dynasty was Rajendra Chola. He was the son of Rajaraja Chola. Then he had made a conquest of North India. This was one of the important achievements of Rajendra Chola. In memory of this conquest, he assumed the title Gangaikonda Chola. He also built a new capital by name Gangaikonda Cholapuram and built very big temple of Shiva. For the purpose of irrigation to the capital, he built a tank called Chola Gangam. Then his another famous achievement was winning the Sri Vijaya kingdom of Sumatra, which is in the continent of Asia. This was won by Raja Rajendra Chola, which is another important famous achievement of Rajendra Chola. The period of Cholas was a golden period for Tamil literature and culture. Devotional literature reached its height during this period. Periya Puranam was an important literary work of Chola period. Then another important work which is even popular today is Kamba Ramayanam, which was written by Kamban during this period, that is during Chola period. Contribution of Cholas to rural administration. Rural administration of Cholas was ideal, that is, it was perfect. Administration was done by the respective Grama Sabhas. Each of the villages were maintained by a Grama Sabhas, and the members of these Grama Sabhas were elected. Then there were another few committees which were formed, and those members were also elected. These committees were supposed to keep an account of their expenditures. Then the ineligible members who were not fit to be members of that committee or Grama Sabhas were kept out of Grama Sabhas. This rural administration of Cholas is similar to that of the present panchayat system that is there in India. British officers who were there in India appreciated the efficient administration of Cholas. They described these villages of Cholas as small republic states. We will move on to architecture and sculpture. Cholas have contributed a lot to the field of architecture and sculpture. Statues of Nataraja and Kalinga Mardana Nritya, which are made in bronze, are the precious gifts to Indian sculpture. You can see the pictures of this Nataraja and Kalinga Mardana Nritya children. Even today we keep this as artifacts in our homes, isn't it? These idols, these sculptures, these statues are even imported to other countries also. Then another important achievement of the architecture of Cholas is the Brihadeshwara temple of Tanjore. Brihadeshwara temple of Tanjore is a world famous Chola of architectural display. It was built 1,000 years ago. The tower of this sanctum sanctorum of this temple is 200 feet high. This is the biggest and highest temple in India. It has been accorded the status of World Heritage Center. Another big temple of Cholas is the Shiva temple at Gangaikonda, Cholapuram. The Shiva temple at Gangaikonda, Cholapuram is also very famous. On the occasion of the completion of 1,000 years of the construction of Brihadeshwara temple, the Reserve Bank of India has brought out a 1,000 rupees coin. So this is about the Brihadeshwara temple and the Cholas. In this video we have learnt about the Pallavas and the Cholas. If you have any doubts, any questions regarding this, you can ask my children. Thank you.